Hi, my name is Jessica. I'm one of the SVS PA committee members. I'm a physician assistant in Boston. Right now I'm working at Boston Medical Center. I've been there for the last 5.5 years. I actually started off there as the vascular surgery outpatient PA in the clinic for 5 years, and then actually this past December transitioned to the inpatient side, where I took on not only inpatient vascular surgery, but also transplant surgery. So get a little bit more on the inpatient side, but still same group of patients, and I'm loving it so far. One thing that I've gained as part of the PA section is really networking. When I attended VAM this past June in Boston, not only did I see a lot of familiar faces from the prior VAM back in 2017, which was also hosted in Boston. So just seeing a lot of familiar faces was great. Also, really communicating with a lot of people, seeing how broad PAs at their institutions, what the responsibilities are as a vascular surgery PA, and how different it is at each institution. And I think overall, it was just great to see a lot of familiar faces and learned a lot, hearing everyone's presentations. One goal that I have for the SVS PA section this year is to really promote more education that's geared towards PAs, NPs, or any mid-level practitioner. Obviously, sometimes VAM, I think, can be a little overwhelming. And not only do we want to really advance our knowledge in vascular surgery, but I think sometimes it can be a little too much. And so sometimes I think it's good to go back to the basics and just kind of relearn the foundation of vascular surgery, but also applying that knowledge to whether it's in the OR, inpatient, outpatient, and really being able to build a community experience that allows other PAs to kind of give their input. And so that way we can make the PA section of the SVS usable to everyone. How do I manage stress? Let's see. I really enjoy working out. Sometimes that's hard at the end of my 12-hour shifts, but sometimes I try to push myself to go to the gym, even if it's just walking on the treadmill, just to kind of blow off some steam. Sometimes things that I do too, which might sound a little odd, is it's very similar to the Shavasana at the end of a yoga class for any yoga lovers, but basically what I do is I lay down, I put my headphones in and I play a specific song really, really loud, and I just kind of let everything go and kind of listen to it, and it just kind of releases kind of any tension or anything that's on my mind. Obviously, that's something I do at home and not at work. And let's see, I also really enjoy writing to-do lists at work, and I love the feeling of checking something off and crossing it off. One of my best experiences of being a PA was actually specifically an outpatient. I had a patient who end-stage renal disease on dialysis, unfortunately really vascular path, PAD, and had multiple interventions to her right lower extremity, and unfortunately had no further revascularization options, and she had a non-healing wound there that had become infected. So her only option was an amputation, but aside from that, she lived in a basement that required 7 stairs to get to the sidewalk, where she had a car pick her up to bring her to dialysis 3 times a week. And unfortunately, she didn't really have any family. Her husband was always working. Her daughter was still in high school. And I kind of thought, well, how is she going to get out of the basement to get to her dialysis? Especially when that transport won't go into the home and try to assist her out. And unfortunately, her insurance did not cover a prosthetic. So I was actually able to work with a local prosthetic company who we have, great connection ties to, and they were able to donate a prosthesis for her. And so that just kind of melted my heart, especially in the social situation that she was in, and how this prosthetic company was able to provide her with a prosthesis so that way she could get to dialysis. And still to this day, we see her in clinic and she's doing really well, and she's very grateful for everything we've done. So that's something that I will truly never forget. But that's about it. And I hope to meet all of you guys soon and hear from you at the next VAM. Bye-bye.